Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. For some reason, the game decides that music is a bad thing when the game is paused. We have defeated both the Lich, quote master, unquote, Zacharias, and of course Nulkineth, the pet of Minago, who she thought was going to kill us. Alas, no such luck for Minago, so here we are. Oh, there is music. Interesting. Since we are going to continue in the Lost Chapel, there is ample more to do here. What we are going to do first and foremost is level up our characters. I'll do that while the game is paused. So let's begin with Cal. On level 8, the stat is, of course, going to be Charisma. He's getting quite charismatic, this guy. If you consider the fact that 18 is almost like divine charisma, 23 is like pretty substantial. Then again, 18 would be Dungeons and Dragons terms. In Pathfinder, you can easily get 30 charisma. Which makes me wonder, what kind of charisma would, for instance, Iomade have as a god? As for the skills, we are going to take, of course, Arcana, World, Lore, Religion, and Persuasion. And as for our level 7 feat, we are now going to take not improved critical. Oh, actually, we are going to take improved critical. Because that is apparently a feat that I am just going to get. That's weird. I haven't written that down. Because apparently I was supposed to get weapon mastery here. Maybe that's one of the patch changes. We'll take Scimitar. Improved critical for Scimitar. And as for our level 4 spell, I didn't know I would get a level 4 spell at level 8. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong level. I'm looking at level 7. Stupid me. So yes, it is in fact improved critical Scimitar, and then we are going to want to take Crusader's Edge. As you can see here, this will imbue our melee weapon with a powerful holy energy, granting it the Bane quality against evil outsiders. And in addition to that, when Cal scores a successful critical hit against an evil outsider, that would be demons, devils, and so forth, there is not only the normal critical damage, but also nauseating that outsider for 1d3 round, which can be reduced to 1 round of sickened with a successful fortitude save, which most of them will be able to do, but even having them sickened for 1 round is definitely not something to scoff at. So yeah, that's Cal done with. For his mythic level, we can't pick any of these currently, so we'll still be a mythic hero. We are going to take Abundant Casting, which I believe we are going to have to take via an extra mythic ability. And there we go. That is Cal leveled up. Next up, we have Sela. Sela on level 8. That is also going to be Charisma. Some of you might question why I'm not taking Strength since she's a Paladin. But the Charisma bonus for the Paladin is very important, so especially for the build that I'm using here. Skills, Knowledge World, and Perception, and since we have a spare point here, we're going to put that into Mobility. Mythic level, we are going to take extra Mythic ability here as well, and then we are going to take... Wait, have I already taken that? I've already taken that. No, Leading Strike. The Leading Strike is whenever she hits a target in melee combat, she leaves a mark on it, and any ally attacking that marked target deals an additional 1d6 per mythic rank of divine damage, so that would be 2d6. This is pretty nice. Divine damage, of course, being extremely painful for demons, which are the primary enemy of the game. Lan. Level 8 we are going to continue on the Divine Hound. The ability point will go into Dexterity. No, it's going to go into Strength on this level, actually. Skills, Athletics and Mobility, and Perception and Lore Nature. Level 1 spell, we want to have Unbreakable Heart. It's just too good to pass up on, even though I don't use it that often. And we do want Protection from Energy, Communal. That is absorbing up to a maximum of 120 points at 10th level. So it would be 108, 96 points at level 8. It's quite decent anyways. So we want that one, and the other one we want is Resist Energy Communal. Now you may wonder why we would take both of these, but this is a Resist 10 against the specific energy type chosen, whereas the other one is if the Resist fails. It's like a dual layer of protection here. We might not use this very often, but it certainly is useful to have regardless. We could take Magic Fang and remove disease as well, but I think we're fine on those accounts. Gets more judgments, good. For Lan's Mythic level, we're going to take Flawless Attacks, which means that instead of a -5 penalty, he will only suffer a -4 penalty on his iterative attacks. That would be the second and third and fourth and so forth attack. Next up, we have Woljef, who is no longer with us. We'll pick him up again soon. We just need to retake Dresden first. So, Wally. Wally on level 8. Brown Fur Transmuter, of course, and Intelligence is his primary stat. Going to take these skills here, and I think we actually are going to take Trickery. That is 13. Camellia has 15, but I'm wondering if I don't really want to have Camellia in the group. I think it would be better if we brought Darren. But we'll look at that when we come back to camp. So for his spells, we are going to go with Stone Skin. Well, actually, I think I scribed a scroll with that. So we don't need to take Stone Skin this way. That means we'll take Enlarged Person Mass. Since we only have a few casters who are not going to be melee combatants, this is always useful. We should make sure that Lan is not within range of this, because -2 size penalty to dexterity is not ideal. But yeah, maybe even Lan would benefit from it, to be honest, because of the increased damage. Now the other spell that I want to take then, apparently I haven't written any spells. Is there any other level 4 spells that could be useful? I mean, we could always take Controlled Fireball. False Life could be useful. Greater Invisibility could definitely be useful. Phantasmal Killer is pretty nice against any human opponent. Dimension Door is also very good. Yeah, we're going to take Dimension Door. Without a doubt, actually. Now that I look. As for his Mythic ability, extra Mythic ability, and improved Abundant Casting. That gives him level 4, 5, and 6 spells, 4 additional of those per day. And then we have Darren and Camellia, which I am going to respec both of them. So But yeah, let's see here. Darren, I think I have copied the... I might not have to respec Darren, actually. Charisma. These 3 skills are the correct ones. The reason he has higher persuasion than Cal is because he is muse-touched, Azata-blooded, which gives him a racial +2. And he also has a background as an emissary, which gives him a competence bonus in addition to that. Otherwise, he would be on par with Cal on persuasion. For his level 4th spell, I think we are going to go with... you know what? We could take Crusader's Edge, which is a great spell. But we are going to take Freedom of Movement, and I don't think I need to explain why. Mythic level, we want to take extra mythic ability, and we want to take enduring spells. Which means that when he casts Freedom of Movement, it's going to be a 24-hour spell. And then finally, we have Camellia, who I desperately need to respec. Her build is absolutely atrocious at the moment. So if we are actually going to use her for anything, then I definitely need to respec her. Hex. We have Fortune. We have Battlemaster. I guess Protective Luck would be the, well, Evil Eye, actually. And Weapon Specialization, that isn't given, of course. Rapier. Mythic. I think I gave her Ever Ready, which was a mistake. That's not what she should have at all. That is one of the things that I have to respec on her. We're going to take Weapon Finesse Mythic. And as for our pets, of course, we need to do those as well. This is a regular animal companion, level 8. We are going to take Dexterity. Thankfully, this is quick enough. That's all of them expanded. Now, Seela's horse at level 8 should get an additional point in strength. And continue on these 2. This is the hunter pet, so level 8 +1 dexterity. And finally we have Groundbuster here, also dexterity. Hmm. 18 athletics. Is that the best we have? I think Arakill is higher than that. Character 17 athletics, 14 mobility, 18 athletics. Oh, right, it's because they have buffs, of course. They have the what's its face? A
bright future awaits us.
Oh boy. Lots of new spells here that is messing up my toolbar.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Not Cat's Grace, Bull Strength. That is why. Okay. That's the levels done. So, I think we can head out this door now. We need to rest at some point.
The waiting's never fun.
We should do this. Just to heal up the pets. There we go. Save. So that I don't have to do all that once again if we do something, or if something bad happens.
This one was beyond me.
She didn't jam the lock, so let's try again.
I am helpful, am I not?
Good. Save here and try to pass this check.
It is finished.
An epitaph written in Tian is etched into the stone. I lost my honor in my homeland. I regained it here. That's about it for this part. Yeah, this is where we came when we came around the... I thought there was a way to go up and down here, but apparently I'm wrong. Or they've changed it, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. I think I should have a look at this. That's fine, actually. Can take all that. And all that. Let's save here, but we have 18, so... And yet, even with 18, we managed to roll a 1. I think that's fine,
pleasantries.
It's only a bit of damage. Okay, now.
Make every strike count.
I would like to not be up on the mountain. Thank you very much. Because that was very confusing. You can stay where you are. Sila, charge him. There is also a hunter here. Seth, you cannot charge, but you can at least move over there. Wally. I don't suppose you have any... Oh, I need to do the spellbooks. I really need to remember to do the spellbooks before we rest. And I'm planning on resting after this combat. Move over there. Groundbuster, I don't think you can charge either. No, that means you can move here. Darren, shoot him. Quad, you can move here. Oracle, can you charge? No. Okay, Camellia, attack. That was a nice attack, Camellia. What? Critical hit. Very nice. Well, there was a couple of additional attacks there too because of the feat. Enable that. Smite him so that you can have a higher chance of hitting, and good. Getting those down that effectively is a very good idea. Blaze of Disaster. That's an 8th level wizard. I guess it's decent enough for the time being. But I don't think I would change out what we have. We get an Amulet of Mighty Fists. That one is the one that we want to use on our animal companions. And a Cloak of Resistance +1. Let me just quickly, so that I don't forget, because I am very prone to forgetting that. Sila, you can take that, so you have one more of those. I don't think we are going to need the Veil of positive energy. I don't know if we're going to meet any undead anytime soon. Oh well, no matter. Can take another one of these. And Thorn Body, I guess that is decent enough. As for Divine Power is definitely not a bad idea for Camellia, but we also get Restoration here. Land spontaneously cast, so that's fine. Yeah, on that level, Diamond Dust, that is an issue when it comes to Stone Skin. We can buy an abundance of Diamond Dust at the vendor, which I probably will do. But if I'm going to cast Stone Skin on 6 party members, that's 30 Diamond Dust per time I'm going to do it. So we will take Enlarged Person Mass as his level 4 spell for now. He has not obtained any other spell slots, so that's fine. And Darren, of course, is spontaneous. Good. That's the spellbook setup out of the way. I'll try to fix up the hotbars as well in between episodes. Oh, speaking of undead.
I will see to your demise.
Ow. That wasn't very nice of you.
Go for their hearts!
Let's try this way.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The light, take you!
This guy had a lot of hit points compared to the gargoyles.
I welcome your company.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we need to rest before he gets those spells. I think there are more undeads down this way, to be honest. There's a bunch of gargoyles. We damaged 2 of them at least. Stay where you are.
Precision
And grace.
I don't know which one is the most dangerous one of these enemies. 5? I guess this guy. There we go. means that that guy too
This
is
will
probably the
hurt.
worst enemy. You'd think that the fiendish are worse than the half fiend, but apparently not. What is this? Bane.
I'll make short work of this.
Yep.
No glory without risk!
That's that done with. I don't think we can do anything with this just yet. But we are going to come back here. We need something. The Warhammer of Obstinacy. That is a curious name. I don't remember. Yeah, we do need some more parts for this.
Rating. Out of my sight.
It shouldn't be that much of a problem, to be honest.
I'll cut you wide open.
That ability was fairly good.
Into the fray!
Zethlorian got no fortitude saving throw. Succeeded. Good.
You won't survive me.
A calculated risk.
I don't think I want them to be all alone up there with that guy. Good.
I will see to your demise.
The spirits demand your blood.
Can you charge that thing? You can. Good. One.
Endure this.
This should do it.
Well, not entirely, Wooly, but almost. Take the bow. Hope we don't need the rest of the crap they're carrying. Now I know that we have a very hard fight coming up here sometime soon. Cabriri cultist.
Let's have some fun.
This is not it, by the way. It's the fight when we get a little bit further. And we are going to rest before we do that fight. I see no problem with just hanging around here until the ghouls come over to us.
The light take you!
Make every strike count.
But I must say that these ghouls have a substantial amount of hit points.
Let's try this way.
Still nothing of interest. The Cabriri cultist probably has something of interest though. Yeah. Masterwork flail. That did have the blue aura as if it was enchanted, so I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's set down camp here with our woefully inadequate party when it comes to camping skills. And hope that things will be fine.
War, dirt, dust, smoke, swill instead of food. These horrible tents instead of a normal bedroom. But then again, there are so many opportunities for fun.
You know, Camellia, you are more than just a little disturbing. Ah, we had a nighttime attack. By a spider. And his two friends. I'm not overly worried, to be honest.
You are today's sacrifice!
Precision and
This will hurt.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Back to bed. Oh. Chance of attack on camp is lowered. That's when we get attacked. Okay. Well done. But at least everyone was awake.
We will be victorious.
There are, of course, more of them.
You survive me.
Go for their hearts!
A calculated risk.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Didn't I cast haste? I mean, I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe I didn't. No. Nice try though.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this!
Some loot here. And we can ascend to the top here. But this is the upcoming difficult fight I was talking about. As you can see, there's still a fair amount of stuff we have to do here. Let's cast hastes. And I don't want to just charge in there, so...
Make every strike count.
Actually, this isn't the hardest fight. There is a named boss here somewhere that is pretty nasty.
Out of my sight.
I'll cut you wide open!
Into the fray!
Yeah, we're getting...
This should do it.
we are pretty powerful now.
The spirits demand your blood.
Nice try. I think this is one of the parts we need. And I think the other one is inside a cave.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. Did you see that?
Crit 41. Very nice.
I will see to your demise.
Is this the fight? No, there's no named guy here yet. The haste spell will last for another 8 seconds, so... I think I'll cast a new one.
No glory without risk!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Well, I mean, it was a nice attempt.
You
I
are
won't
today's
begrudge you that.
sacrifice.
The light, take you!
You won't survive me.
Precision and grace.
This one, however. Please don't tell me this is bugged.
I'm all ears.
That thing might come into combat now. I don't know. 4 seconds, so we do need to cast haste again. I think we'll just stick together, just in case that thing now comes into combat. I really don't want, because that thing is potentially very difficult. There we go. Good. The Stringy Demodand. That is a very high level thing. Level 20, as you can see, it has 200 hit points. But we absolutely need to take it down. As a standard action.
Go for their hearts!
Camellia can be pretty good if spec'd correctly. Ah, quad is almost down already.
Make every strike count.
Do that. Sela. Can you smite evil?
Done with you.
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. But I guess we got very lucky there, for once, with our rolls. Estoc. Get a vicious hand axe, +2, some diamond dust, some scrolls, and some other random items. Oh, actually found an area where there are 3 of them.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll make short work of this.
This is against undeads. I don't really think we need to take animate dead here. I mean, there's just 4 ghouls.
You won't survive me.
For once, you're right. I like this, how they just come down here, get tripped, and then we finish them off. Whoa, Maugla, hello there. Ow. Very much ow. A lot of ow.
I'll cut you wide open.
We should be fine though. Even though one of them is down. Could use this. Geez, we have actually not done any damage to it that is visible. Can you try to hit with that? Good. Smite evil, please.
Into the fray.
Okay, that helped. We can get some more critical hits. It's taking down... Quattro just dies. Well done. I'm glad we have
Out of my sight.
that ability thing enabled, because it would be rather annoying if we would have to go
The
to
spirits demand your blood.
resurrect. Law religion check failed. ×3. We do get the big game gloves, which is basically useless to us. And braces of armor +4. Storyteller's ring. No, that was what we had equipped. I don't know what that law religion thing check was for, but I'm not about to redo that fight. Yeah. Just quickly looking at the walkthrough for the area. We're going into the cave. Which, of course, Darren thought was pointless for us to go into. But that's not entirely true. #27. That is a high initiative. Maybe I should remember to heal the party. That might be a good idea.
Let's try this way.
I mean, it's probably fine against these gargoyles, but
You are today's sacrifice.
Fighting for a righteous cause is
Darren,
certainly
would you
different
mind?
from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and performed with pinkies out.
right, if you say so. Let's just use that haste spell while we have it.
After all.
We should have it for 90. Yeah, that's plenty for this combat. It's our surprise round, so we should be good with moving them into position.
Go for their hearts.
And they all missed. Or they missed with all their attacks.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Are there any other gargoyles in here? Because if there are, we want to kill them right away. There are. 2 more. Move there. Haste. Haste. What is that? Ah, consume spells.
I will see to your demise.
Use that. Just to annoy them a little. Maybe even kill them a little. Any other places there can be enemies here? No, I think we're good. Okay.
Are we in trouble yet?
There's a book here. The Book of Dreams. There is something about that book. But I wonder if it's tied to the Azata. Among the bones and debris of the crypt lies an ancient tome. It is out of place here, unblemished by dust or time. It feels much heavier in hand than a book of its size should. It resonates lightly with magical energy. Gold filigree frames the cover, which appears as a night sky without words or title. Leafing through its pages reveals it to be a collection of a myriad tales about travels and luck, cryptic dreams and helpful visions, and friends leaving their hometown to travel around the world. Not one of the characters featured, though, are of any renown. Oddly, the book seems to have never been completed. The stories end halfway through. Unable to discern more, you pack the book away for later study. That's not a bad ability. A Bruiser's Chain Shirt? Damage resistance 3 versus piercing. Don't particularly need a hide armor, but cold iron is useful. Tower shield? Nah. Sister of Mercy? I'm pretty sure we've read this before. Yes, we have. I recognize the text. It seems these gargoyles were dead before some unknown force beheaded them. Save. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, that gives us the exit to upstairs. And there is the small harp, which is the final item that we needed in here. Now we don't need to go upstairs, that'll just put us back into the Lost Chapel. What we do need though is to go back to the Shrine of Desna. And there's also somewhere here where we could, I think it's here where we could climb up. So I should mark that location mentally. It looks like it is this location here. Yep. We have to go up there as well. Not sure why this area here is undiscovered. There might actually be enemies in here. No, it isn't. Good. Okay, so we are back at the Desna's altar. We'll put in the sextant and the harp, so it has both the map, the sextant, and the harp. And then, let's see. Middle.
your voice, but I don't see you. Where are you? Show yourself. Did she send you?
Your voice seems familiar. And familiar. Because this is the same voice that we heard warning us against the attack on Canabras.
I doubt we've met before. But this melody unites us. Desna herself must have brought you here. In the name of Desna, I see you. How beautiful.
Who are you?
Just a prisoner of this cell and of my whole unworthy life. Wait, you're not here, are you? It's just an apparition. I'm awaiting execution in the dungeons below Dresden. If Desna really sent you, if I still deserve some mercy, find me, please, find me.
We shall. And that is how you you need to do that if you want to recruit Arueshalae early on. Because if you don't do that, she will leave you when you free her from the dungeons beneath Dresden. But now we get to recruit her at level 7, and well, I don't think I'm going to use her as a permanent companion. She is a very good archer, on par, perhaps even better than Lan, but I think it is somewhat situational. Let's climb up here. And we get to fight more gargoyles, of course.
Enemy approaching.
And go there.
Precision and grace.
Make every strike count.
You can go there. You can go there. You can cast not go there. Oh well. I guess we'll do this without haste then.
I'll make short work of this.
Which is a bit crappy since Sila moves about as quickly as a
the wrong mongrel.
tortoise.
I'll cut you wide open.
This will hurt.
We didn't really need haste, so that's fine. There's another ascension point.
The light take you!
Just continue to attack them. I could cast haste, but I don't think I'm going to bother.
A calculated risk.
Out of my sight.
The spirits demand your blood.
Those skeletons aren't half bad, actually. I mean, they're not good, but they're actually pretty decent. That should take us down to where we've already been. Let's quick save and descend. No, we haven't been here. This is another shelf we can move along. Nothing of particular interest here, though. But I do like to grab whatever I can. Let's ascend again. And there was another point here where we could also continue to ascend. Good. This might... Yeah, this puts us back on the... It looks very familiar. We've definitely been here before. Oh, right. Let's try that one more time. That puts us back on the road. Which means we can go back down to the... wait, there's something here. We'll do the debrief. That's where we would have come up if we had used that cave entrance. Yeah, as I mentioned when we started this map, this is a very, very large map with a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of things you have to do here, so I'm actually not surprised it took 3 episodes to complete the Lost Chapel. It is one of the most involuted maps. Regill looks at Sosiel with contempt. Despite their difference in height, it seems it's the gnome who is looking down on his counterpart. You wanted to ask me something? I'm listening. Sosiel lowers his head with cold respect. Thank you for finding the time to listen to me. It regards a personal matter. There was a woman in your squad. She perished covering our retreat, and I don't even know her name. But she carried this shield, which once belonged to my brother. Do you happen to know how she came to have it? A personal matter, of course. How silly of me to expect a relevant question. Regill chuckles. After savoring the expression on Sosiel's face, he continues, Her name was Marenta, and she turned out to be a better soldier than I thought. Too bad she still wasn't good enough to survive. She had transferred to us from the Order of the Nail, the Extirpators chapter, if memory serves me right. I wasn't interested in her reasons for changing chapters, and she never gave any. Such transfers are not forbidden, though they are not encouraged. In any case, she already had the shield when she came to us, and the only way to find out where she got it from is to ask at her former chapter. But the gods only know where they are now, and which demons they are slaughtering. Thank you for your answer, Paralictor. With cold politeness, Sosiel lowers his head and bows before the knight, then turns to you. It seems I have reached a dead end. This isn't the end. We can still find those knights. Perhaps if the goddess helps me? But where are they? Where do I even begin to look for them? If only I had a chance to talk to her while she was still alive. Sosiel looks away. I sound so selfish. She died and all I talk about is what she could have done for me. But it's not only that. This shield was Trevor's treasure. He would not have given it away for no reason. How did this woman get it? Did she deceive Trever? Kill him? Or perhaps the opposite. She meant so much to him that he gave her the shield voluntarily. I keep mulling it over, trying to understand, trying to imagine what happened to my brother, and what role Marenta played in this story. If she was still alive, maybe I'd have to exact my vengeance for my brother on her. Or maybe we'd sit next to each other and she'd tell me all about their adventures together. She might have become my mortal enemy or a sworn sister. But she's dead. She's just dead. None of that will happen now. Do you understand? The cleric's voice trembles. Perhaps we'll meet these extirpators. I shall pray that we do, but I won't hold my breath. Sosiel shakes his head. Let's talk about this later. I need time to gather my thoughts. We need to find Anevia. Anevia looks at you with apprehension. She warily reaches out for your shoulder, but then jerks her fingers away. That flash. This time it was even brighter than it was over the Grey Garrison. And you've changed again. Irabeth emerges from behind Anevia's back. Her body is covered in bandages, her hair is threaded with grey, and her voice is weak. It's as if she has aged a decade. You still came for me. For us, The half-orc's voice breaks. I thought it was the end. Anevia takes her wife by the arm, as if fearing she might fall. Commander, I admit, I've never believed in miracles, but now I know why the Queen put you in command of this army. Today you did the impossible again, right before our eyes. You pulled your people from a demon's mouth, opened the road to Dresden for us, and you saved my family. Again. We've suffered some losses, but you managed to keep them to a minimum. Our army is strong and full of resolve. Yes, many died, and even more will die yet. Today, tomorrow, every day until the end of this war. But every day there's another chance to save someone. Ember gives you a carefree smile. I hope these would-be Crusaders will not easily forget the lesson this night has taught them. This night has left scars on our soldiers, on their bodies and in their hearts. But it also showed them that the power of demons is not boundless. We can destroy the demons, and we will. Fighting the demons on their own territory is better than waiting for them to come to us like they did in Canabras. We are on the right path. It might not be the easiest climb, but we'll be fine. Hey, why all the glum faces? We won. Come on. Sela raises a sword to the brightening sky. To victory! If we're finished here, I suggest we head back to the camp. The stench here is horrendous. Besides, I wouldn't mind catching up on some sleep. Is that right, Your Majesty? Are you tired? You don't like the nasty stench, huh? Should we put in a complaint that the demons didn't greet you with the proper etiquette? As if you know anything about proper etiquette. I will remember this night for the rest of my life. Darren's shoulders slump, but then he grins. I've always wanted to throw a bash in a church. I suppose this counts. Queen Galfrey whispers so only you can hear her. This beast possessed a terrible unholy power, and still it fell at your feet. I was right about you. You are more than just a mighty force. You are our hope. For me, for us, for all of Golarion. Another thing, Commander. Your tiefling pal ran off on the night of the attack. Nobody's seen him since. I'm not sure we will be able to find him. He left without a trace. I'll get the survivors back to camp. Let them rest up a little while at least. It was a scary night, but we've still got Dresden ahead of us. They're moving at their jolly pace. And that, I believe, is what we needed to do at the Lost Chapel. I don't want to end the episode here. I want to go back to camp so that I can do maintenance stuff in between episodes, because I don't want to have to just go to the camp and then pause the recording in the next episode. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I checked that. Throwing Axe of Silence. We'll bring those items as well. Geesh, we've really killed a lot of things here. There we go. And then we can destroy and leave. As the story unfolds, you draw closer to events that have the power to change everything. This is a warning that if we go to Dresden, we are going to end this chapter and move into the next. But we are not going to Dresden just yet. We are going into this camp here. And with that, we are also going to wrap up. Yeah. It's that was an interesting 3 episodes. Very different from when I played it as a Lich. But if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section below as per usual. And I hope that you have enjoyed the episode as much as I have enjoyed playing it. And that I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.